What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Motivated here, back in here for another episode of Rants and Reactions. Thank y'all for tuning in. You see the title, you see the thumbnail, so you already know what this video is about. I want to start by saying this, though, before I even get started. This is not all black women, but this is a good portion of them. And for those of y'all know who you are, and if you're not like that, then this really shouldn't bother you. But I think I need to state that in the beginning before you get a whole bunch of people sitting there saying, "Oh, he hate black women," and all that. Like, come on, man, stop it, man. My mom's just a black woman, you know. Wouldn't dare compare her to any of you women out here today. Majority, again, not all, because there's a lot of good ones out there. It's just they get overlooked because they're not the ones on social media shaking a exposing their breasts and doing the crazy, doing the most for attention and clout. So they get looked at as they boring. They pick me's is what they call them now, stuff like that. So they don't get the real good recognition that they deserve for being just good stand-up women who got morals and principles, and they not folding on them for no attention and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say that, get that out the way before I actually get started. Now, for the topic at hand, like I said, the title is why black women do not like black men who got their stuff together. Pretty much, this is what this video is about, and this is all my opinions based off things that I experienced myself, being a black person who got the basics together and things going and on his purpose, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just kicking this from my own perspective and the things I see as well from other people who are like me as well, from my community. You know what I'm saying? So, first things first. One of the reasons why they do not like black men who got their stuff together is because a lot of times these women feel like they gotta put on this mask, like they gotta put on a face, they gotta be someone that they truly not. They not being authentic to themselves when they with you. And let me just break this down. So they feel as though they gotta put on this good girl image, and they not totally that. They gotta put on this goody two shoes image, and they not totally that. A lot of them thrive off chaos. A lot of them thrive off toxic behavior. You can go out and really embarrass somebody by the way you act on the scene. You could cause a scene on the scene. Say if y'all at a restaurant or you out somewhere in public, you don't know how to drop the ghetto you. Certain things that just tip you off, and you forget that you in public and you look a certain way when you act a certain way out there, and embarrass, make the whole group look like, man, we don't want them people in here no more. Oh, that was a bad experience. We got children in here. Look how she acting in front of kids and all these other people and stuff. One thing my mom used to always say to us when we was kids, before we even get in the established, look, y'all ain't gonna act out in here. You ain't gonna be embarrassing me in front of these people in here. You embarrass me, I'm gonna embarrass you. You ain't got too many women like that now coming out of our community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just act any old way. Y'all think people are supposed to accept it because you see this on TV, and some of their celebrities that y'all look up to, they kind of real, ratchet and ghetto. So you think it's okay to be like that because these some of the people you look up to. But in reality, people at establishments don't really want y'all up in there like that. You know what I'm saying? And it be like that, right? So case in point, they got to put on this massive facade, be somebody that they truly not. It's just the same way like this, right? When a woman at work, and say she work at a job where she got to deal with a lot of customers, the customers really be pissing them off. But they hold their tongue. They don't act out because they know, oh, I need this paycheck at the end of the day. I got kids. I got a lot of stuff that relies on me getting this paycheck. So I know if I act out, I'm gonna lose my job, and it's not that serious, not that deep. So they put on a facade for the whole 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever it is. They just hold it in. They deal with it. They probably vent a little bit to the other coworkers in the lunchroom or something like that, break time. But when they come home, if you ever be with one of these women or you've been in a relationship, you know what I'm talking about. They vent to you about what happened at the job. Know about a lot of men, but a guy like myself, when you punch out of work, it's over. No disrespect to our coworkers or nothing, but it's over. Look, fellas, catch y'all next day. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Once it hit that time to go, this place and you people no longer exist until the next day. You know what I'm saying? Or until the next time I gotta come back to work. That's it. Once it hit that bell, that time, oh, we out of here because we got other things to do and things that our brain energy has to be on outside of work. We can't let this take up too much of our lives to the point where I come home, this is supposed to be my free time, and I'm still venting about what happened a few hours ago. Like, it's not happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? With a guy like myself, it's not happening. But women who put on that facade, you at work, you can't be all ghetto and act ratchet because you know you got that paycheck there, you got that boss there, whatever. They got to put on that facade. So they like, but when they get home, they get what they meant, then they just vent about what happened and da-da-da. And a guy like me, in a relationship like that, man, I put on my headphones. Yup, word. Oh, yeah. Well, why don't you just look for another job? I put on some headphones. I tune that right out, man. Like, cause I ain't trying to hear all that. And I'll just say that after a while. Like, well, why don't you get another job and just leave the place? Like, if it can't be that bad, you go back to it every single day and you come back home. That's because they're addicted to toxic stuff. They hate it, but at the same time, token, they like it. It gives them something to complain about. It gives them something to talk about. It's a love-hate kind of thing. It's a double-edged sword. You know, they don't even know quite why they like it. They think to themselves, I'm not supposed to like this, but I like this. And it's a few things like that they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not supposed, certain guys, I'm not supposed to like this guy. But then you would know all other red flags, and I'm going to get into that too, right? All right. So that's one reason right there. They got to put on this facade and stuff. But the thing is, unlike work, when they with a guy, that like you got to hold that facade for much longer. You got to keep putting this face on for much, much longer. When you leave work, you can vent and release that energy. But when you're in a relationship, it takes some time for you to gradually start showing other sides of you. And you hope to be close enough to the guy at that time that when you start showing them little sides of you, that he already knee deep like you and he'll just look past that. That's the whole strategy. You know what I'm saying? So peep game with that. That's one reason why they don't like guys who got their stuff together. Another one of the biggest reasons is he do not need you. He don't have to rely on you. You start acting out. You start acting crazy in the beginning of something. Cut you off. Look, I ain't got time to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you for your car. I don't need you for your crib. I don't need you for your money. I don't need you for your cooking. I don't need you to do my laundry. I do all that stuff by myself. I don't need you for none of that. I don't need you to teach me about investments. I know about investments. You're not the person to go to for that anyway, because you don't even talk about that stuff. You're not even into that type of stuff. So that's another thing. This is why a lot of you men, you sit there and you be wondering like, man, I got my stuff together. I got my own little crib. I got my own car. You know, I got my job, and I'm on a purpose in life, whatever that purpose may be. But you got your bases together. Why she want this dude who he in the streets, he ain't got nothing, this, that, and the third, but she choose this guy instead of you. She friend zone you, but she be in love with this guy. And there's a few reasons for this, all right? So one of the reasons that, again, she feel a sense of insurance with him because he needs her. You get what I'm saying? He need her. He need her car. He need her money. He can't really take care of himself, his basics and stuff like that. He go down, he get bagged or something like that. He need her for commissary. You know, the money to put in his stuff. You know, so he get his donuts or whatever while he locked up in the pen. You know what I'm saying? He need her for a voice to get back out to the streets for other things that he needs other people to may do, or stuff he needs to get done while he can't do it for himself if he get locked up. He need her for things that he could put in her name because he can't put stuff in his name because his stuff is all messed up. You get what I'm saying? So she feels needed in that way. Again, it's a whole trauma thing, and honestly, man, it's something that really a lot of them just need some good therapy for. You know what I'm saying? To really, because you shouldn't like stuff like that to feel like you need it or accept it. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep. Like, you feel me? It's real deep. But this is one of those reasons why you are independent. You don't have to tolerate that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And another reason why she will pick and choose that guy over you is because a lot of women got egos. They like to challenge. You feel me? Like, all right, if I could take this guy, he a street guy, he ain't got this right, he ain't got that right. I could build him up to be the person I want him to be, or the person that I need for myself. Then I can get that credit. And you know, as much as men, we like to brag about things and stuff like that, women are the same way. In fact, I know women who got bigger egos than men, believe it or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if she can get that bragging right to say he was broke, he was this when I was with him, and now he gives me the praise because if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be where he is today. If she built him up, yo, that's all an ego trip for them. So you gotta understand that. You gotta peep game about that. Like, yo, that's one of the challenges they actually like to endure. They like to embrace that challenge, and that's something they like to embark on. You are not a challenge. You got your together already. So it's like, you know, but they don't, you know, it's deep. Another reason, right, is that you stand for a lot of things that go against what they've been told and they saw their entire life, which is that most black men ain't ish. They ain't got nothing going for themselves. You know, they all just gangbangers and street guys and this, that, and the third, all this negative stuff and the stuff they see in the media, how we portray in the media and how we portrayed on TV and music and all these movies and all this stuff, and just how we are portrayed in the hood as well. Like, let's just be honest, a lot of and for a fault, to be honest with you, to a degree, a lot of us do it to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really sit there and tell us to go into the streets, but it's just the influence, it's things that surround you, it's the things that you see growing up that you end up getting involved into that lifestyle. So they see this, and then they come from a household where a man was not running the household. They don't know where their father was. You know, they always heard from their mom how their father ain't this, their father ain't that. Or your brothers and your male siblings, they in the streets. They going in and out of jail. They always need moms for, again, money for their commissary. They always need mom when they come home. They need a place to stay. Where they go? Oh, they go stay with moms. You know what I'm saying? They need things in their name, their mom name, for cars and stuff like that, because they ain't got it for themselves. So when you see this on a repetitive notion all the time, it really, you grow up believing like, nah, it's just a saying, they all not this. But then when you experience it so much, you see it so much, this is when a lot of those black women get to really start believing that. Then they deal with certain men that's from that caliber, from the streets, and they going through that same stuff that their mom was complaining about. It paints that whole picture in their mind, like, yo, they really ain't ish. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with plenty of, but at the same token, there's some women out there who could really truly say, I had this one nerd black guy who was into anime or he was into video games. He was smart. He was into his book work. He might gonna be a CEO one day. Who knows? But he ain't a CEO today while we in high school, and I ain't attracted to him. He don't. He look a little rough and rugged. You know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third. But those dudes be the ones when y'all hit your 30s and your 40s. They really some CEO somewhere. They're a business owner somewhere. They got some good job somewhere. They know how to dress a par now. They put down the games. They start prioritizing things that was more important in life. They the ones driving some nice cars. They the ones over there living up in the suburbs somewhere, living nice. They the ones that got overlooked, and they use all that as motivation to get something good out of life. And now you like, that could have been mine. You know what I mean? If I was attracted to that so many years ago, but you chose to go with a street guy, and you dropped the ball on it. You know what I'm saying? So understand that those are three main reasons I feel as though they do not like guys with that your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? And again, if you're a guy, like to my last point, if you are a guy, black guy, and you got your stuff together, you go against all that whole, oh, they not this, they not that, and you prove all that wrong. You just like, oh wait, this guy. Then you'll get some girls, right? Some black girls, and this is the crazy part. They see that you are the opposite of all that stuff that they done dealt with. Instead of them trying to build with you, they'll be either in competition with you, or they'll be trying to prove that you're just like the rest of them. You just got a little bit more going for yourself, but you still a cheater, you still a liar, you still this. So they end up probably dating you, but they still so addicted to toxic stuff that they'll be looking under every single rock to see what's really wrong with you. Like, that's their challenge for dating you. Like, to prove that he is just like the rest of them. He's just a little bit more clean cut with his, but he really just like the rest of them too. He really ain't ish. He just like the rest of them. So instead of them trying to build with you, they looking at any chance they get. If I can go through his phone, when you're not there, you at the bathroom, they going through your drawers and stuff. You got them over at your crib. They looking for things that tell, like, what is he hiding? Because he a little too perfect. He got his own place. He got his own car. He ain't got no kid. He ain't got no baby mama drama. Nobody blowing up his phone. His inbox is dry on Facebook and social media. He hardly be on social media. You get what I'm saying? He really come home from work and he do his stuff, whether it's YouTube or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that he's hiding? You know what I'm saying? And then you got some women out there who are smart women that understand. I lucked up with this one. He is totally different from the other ones. I experienced drama. I experienced toxicity. I experienced abuse, getting beat by guys. And this is what I want right here. Somebody who just go to work, he lay back, he calm, he focus on what he need to focus on. I know how to play my role. And if he is doing something, I don't want to know. I'm not going through his phone. I'm not doing, because he treat me right. He don't give me no reason to want to go through his phone and look into all these extra stuff. So I respect his privacy. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. Those are the smart women that you want to look for. Like, you know what I'm saying, who know how to just play the part and not be overtly trying to do all that extra stuff right there. Like, you got a peep game, right? And for a lot of your women like that, if you are one of these women, understand your behavior. Understand what you got. If you are one of those women, you got your stuff together, and you meet another guy who got his stuff together, it's not your job to be in competition with the guy. Build with the guy. You are his Beyonce to his Jay-Z. You get what I'm saying? You are his Giselle to his Tom Brady. You should build with them, not trying to sit there and look like, how could I tear him down? How could I prove a point that is a useless point? What do you get out of proving that point anyway? What money does that put in your pocket? What peace and happiness does that, what tranquility does that build for you by proving such a point? That he is that nobody's perfect. We can all agree to that. So of course he might have some flaws. He might have some things that he need to get better at. You do too. You're not perfect. He not perfect. So why put him on a tightrope? You'll put him on a tightrope. One little curve to the left or right, and he start looking like he's slipping off that tightrope. You throw him all away. Don't do that. That's stupid. But then the street guy, you'll give him chance after chance after chance after chance. You'll give him the best years of your life. You'll go out there and have kids with him. And he know he ain't the person that you should be having kids with him. You ain't even thinking about marrying this guy. You're just having a kid out of wedlock because you was what we call dickmatized. That's stupid. You get what I'm saying? And this is how, what I see how black families stay behind the 8 ball all the time. Because these decisions, like, we get in our own way a lot of the time. You get what I'm saying? So you got to stop doing stuff like that. Stop being in competition with that guy and think how you can build with that guy. Because you a landmass, right? You a landmass. You know anything about science, you know what I'm about to say. You a landmass, he's a landmass. When two landmass, you know anything about tectonic plates, they come together, they form a mountaintop. That's what happened. That's the only way y'all can go is up. You can't use him for his money like that. You don't need him for his money. He ain't gonna use you for your money because he don't need you for your money. So the only way y'all could go up, the only place y'all can go is up. There's nowhere else to go from there but to run the money way up. I mean, come on now, y'all come together, y'all build together. That's half the bills and all that stuff is way more easy to pay and keep up. Way more money y'all can save if y'all come together and build together. Y'all can easily help each other out with credit, whatever it is, go towards building a house. Owning a house is one of the main basic ways you start building equity and start building real wealth and assets for your family. You know what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, y'all grow old, 20, 30 years together. Y'all done travel halfway around the world and seen so many different countries and all this stuff together. And it's way easy to pay for that. When two of y'all got your stuff together, it tends to just one person. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all done bought a couple of houses. You might got a little business. She might got a little bit on y'all both own parts of just one business. Y'all got stocks put up and stuff. So when y'all go to retire, y'all go to pass away, y'all got life insurance and stuff. Your kids is taken care of. You got life insurance policy. And, oh, by the way, you got houses you can pass down to them. You got knowledge you pass down to them. Stocks, all kinds of stuff. Your kids is way better off than you were when y'all were their age. You get what I'm saying? So, peep game, that's not your job to be in competition with this guy. It's your job to build with this guy. An eagle fly 10,000 feet. It's the only bird in the world that can fly 10,000 feet at that altitude, right? When the eagle is in the sky flying at that 10,000 feet mark and see another bird, that eagle don't think to itself, I'm about to attack that eagle to knock him out the sky. If that other bird is the opposite sex and it's an eagle, that's your husband right there. That is your wife right there. That's not a soldier to shoot down. You get what I'm saying? If they get it in the animal kingdom, why can't we get it in the black community? That's all I'm saying. It don't make sense. It's like we got to stop thriving and living off of toxic shit. We can't. And then you sit there and say, oh, Black Lives Matter and all this stuff. But then we sit there and Ray Ray kills such and such in the hood, and where all the Black Lives Matter at then? You know what I'm saying? We get in our own way with all this stuff by glorifying the stupid stuff, and then we look at the people who are out there doing something, we hate on them. We don't want to build with them. We don't want to support them. When we see a person who came from our same walks of life, our community, our same neighborhood, our same city, we knew them when they was down. We knew them when they was broke. We knew them when they was struggling. You see them come up, you sit there, you hate on them instead of asking advice. How he get to where he is? Yo, show me a thing or two. You know what I'm saying? Help me help myself to get in a situation like that. Instead, y'all want to hate. Oh, let's rob them. Let's shoot them. Let's do this. Let's do that. Tear them down. Use them. Women. Oh, F that guy. Use him. Abuse him. Take his money. He'll lick. And you wonder why nobody want to do business with us. People stereotype us when we go in their stores. People don't want us moving in. And even if you got the money, they don't want you moving in their community. You get what I'm saying? You always one out of 1,000 other races that's in there, and they all know how to stay tight knit. And you getting funny looks when you walking down the street. They walking down the street. They cross the street. They shift their purse to the other side. Come on, man. Sometimes we do it to ourselves, man. So just peep game. This runs real deep. Not just with just like I said with the black women, why they dislike if you're a black woman who got your stuff together, and a lot of times you dislike a black person, a black man who got his stuff together. Sometimes it's about ego for them. And sometimes it's about control. You can't control that guy like how you can control a broke guy who don't have his stuff together. And that's the stuff you got to get out your own way. That's why J. Cole made that song, Pride is the Devil. It truly is. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. I got some aunties and some uncles that's too proud to give apology. Yo, we really got that in the community, bro. Damn, I know I was wrong, but I ain't saying. I say that to everybody else who I didn't hurt in that inner circle, but I won't say it to the person who I actually did that to. It's a problem. Communication, it's a problem. A lot of times in our black community, we go ahead, we'll run to Facebook and social media with our problems instead of sitting there talking to the very person you got to lay in bed with. That's backwards. Them people on social media, your aunts, your uncles, and your family, they not the ones who got to lay in bed with you. They're not the ones who have kids with you. So what point? I mean, I get it, but that's why they call your kids and your significant other, your baby father, husband, whatever. That's your immediate family. Your immediate family. That's why they call them that. I mean, every other race seemed to get this, except for the black community. So that's all, man. I just wanted to run. This runs deep, man. You feel me? And me being a young black man who go through like this and seen it firsthand, experienced it, and I be looking like, yo, it's backwards. And then you see, and you wonder why a lot of black men get on, and like Kanye said, they leave you for a white girl, or they leave you for a Latina chick, or a Filipino. They go across seas, or they find a chick from the motherland in Africa. You get what I'm saying? Who's not Americanized because they still got cultural beliefs and stuff. That's why. That's why. Because for the good black women that's out there, and good women in general, like I said to start this video, y'all don't get praised enough. Y'all don't get glorified enough. Y'all don't get shown enough on like how y'all should be. Instead, nowadays, we praising sluts, we praising whores, we praising all the wrong stuff. It's just backwards. It's like the blind leading the blind out here today. It's just real backwards out here. You feel me? The good women don't get praised enough. They not shown enough. You know what I'm saying? So y'all so hard to find. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, to the point where the guys, they just giving up on trying to date y'all. Like, all right, if they all want to be hoes and they all want to do this, okay, then we gonna treat them like hoes. And you wonder why you got a good guy, he run into a bad chick, he trying his best to prove that he's a good guy, she do him dirty, and for a man, it only take that one time and being a good guy and get his heart broke, and it's over. It's over. It's over. He's gonna be heartless. He ain't gonna never believe in that love stuff again. He ain't, he might like a chick again, but he ain't gonna never give you his heart like that. He always gonna have in the back of his mind, this could fall out at any given moment. There's no assurance with them. It's not permanent. He's not gonna give you that what he once gave before. Cause this ain't fairy tales, man. This ain't Disney out here. You know what I'm saying? He peep game now from afar. Men, we can't endure that type of heartbreak on a repetitive basis. Women, y'all been conditioned to do that because y'all been doing it since y'all were little kids. Believing that some guy like you, they don't, they do it again, it happen again. So by the time you get older, you being cold-hearted and ruthless is nothing to you. But for a guy, it takes us a lot of heart to come out and express how we feel as men to a woman. And when you get turned down, you get scorned for that, it's over. It don't take that one time for a guy. It don't take that one time. It's over. And then you're going to have a whole bunch of hurting people. You're going to overlook the next good woman. You're going to turn her into a hurt. You know what they say about behind every, they call it the B word. There's a guy who made her that way. What you think happened behind every guy that is an a-hole? It's a woman who made him that way. So hurt people hurt people. So we gotta stop this cycle. You feel me? We gotta stop getting into each other's own way. We gotta find out how we can build peace and tranquility. How we can tranquility and we can build on something better. So the next generation coming up after us, they see what it's like to have a good home, stable home, what real love is. Because a lot of y'all haven't even experienced real love and trust from your family growing up. So you don't even know what that is by the time you get older. You know, I mean, one of the best things about me is getting out the hood and seeing other races and other groups and being around other people and seeing how they live and be like, oh, it is a different way to do this outside of the ghetto. It is people thriving. These houses out here in suburbs and big houses and how people live, it is possible you can make it out here. You know? So all that being said, man, this is run real deep. I didn't even want this video to run that long. But if you watch this to the end of this video, I truly appreciate that. It's a lot of good stuff in here, man. And yeah, man, that was my, guess you call it a rant video, whatever. I don't know if it's really a rant. It's just really me just giving some stuff from what I experienced growing up and things that I experienced as a black man. And yeah, man, if you like the video, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I love to hear what y'all got to say about this, man. Until next time, y'all, I'm out. I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Might got some funny reactions. I'm checking them trending topics out here. And yeah, man, I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Y'all have a blessed day. Enjoy your holiday weekend, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man.